What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And this evening, guys, I figured I would discuss my feelings on The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 2. And I got to see this the other day, so I figured I would share my thoughts and my views on this. And we are going to consider this more of a constructive criticism type video. I'm not going to get into, too many spoilers or anything like that, but, there'll probably be some in there. So, okay, spoiler alert. All right, we'll put it right out there, right off the bat, right up front. Okay, so there's a couple more things in this one that I'm going to be critical about that I wasn't so much last one. The last video was more about first impressions, for that first episode, what I thought. I mean, the anticipation level was crazy. So first impressions was more of what I was emphasizing, This one is going to be a little bit more critical, okay? So, okay. All right, so first of all, one thing that I just have to say is that in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? The little Star Wars logo, Lucasfilm logo thing that they do where they show like the Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, pilot thing, in the different colors and stuff. At first I didn't know what to think about that. I'm not a big fan of that. Now this is a small thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a make it or break it thing with me. But I kind of feel like this is Lucasfilm's answer to the Marvel introduction, with the flipping comics and all that stuff. It kind of seems like that. This is Star Wars. This is not the Lucasfilm cinematic universe that they have to be doing this for. You know what I mean? Star Wars is its own thing. I don't like the idea of Star Wars kind of like emulating anything that anybody else does. They're supposed to be kind of like the trailblazers. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to be the followers. So there's that. Like I said, that's a small critique, but there it is. Another thing that was kind of off-putting for me is previously on The Mandalorian. Dude, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I do not need that. This is Star Wars, man. And I think before you do something like that, you should consider that George Lucas and Steven Spielberg's inspiration for Star Wars and Indiana Jones, it was Saturday morning serials. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily need previously on, I understand the function of the opening crawl, or if you're watching Clone Wars, you're going to hear war or something like that, and they're going to give you like an update, but that previously on. It's like I'm used to hearing that on like previously on Lost, you know what I'm saying? Or previously on How to Get Away with Murder or some bullshit like that, you know what I mean? But this is Star Wars. It's its own thing. If you're not going to do the opening crawl, then you should do, like I said with the Clone Wars, where some voice comes on and dramatically brings you up to speed, especially if the episode is going to be a half an hour. And that's another thing. That's another little constructive critique that I have. If you're going to have a half an hour episode, then you should probably move it along a little bit quicker. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it is going to be a half an hour, then you don't have time to be watching little small moments and stuff like that. Pick it up, man. It's like keep the story moving. Yes, you can do this. You can make it exciting. You can make it all that good stuff. But if it's going to be a half an hour, well, now you've gone into Lone Ranger territory. You've gone into the Rifleman territory. Okay? As a matter of fact, the Mandalorian should never take off his helmet. At the end of every episode, it should be, who was that helmeted man? Or something like that. They should never know who he is, because a half an hour can never really serve the story, even if it is an ongoing story. And the messed up thing about it is that the episodes look gorgeous, man. The episodes, magnifique, and I will still say that I am impressed with the fact that it captures the Star Wars feel quite well. I love the visuals. I love the way it feels. Even the music is beginning to take on a little bit more personality. So everything is looking good except 30 minutes, or 30-something minutes. If you're going to do a weekly show and it's only going to be 30-minute episodes, it's got to move a little bit quicker than that. You know what I'm saying? And we need a big bad. We need somebody. We need to have some type of memorable, classic, legendary bad guy personality. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's only the second episode. This can still be and probably will be introduced in the coming episodes and stuff. But this is just what I'm talking about, okay? This is just what I want to see. This is what I'm looking for going forward. It's just about that time, guys, where we start to see what's going on over on the other side of things. You know what I mean? Because if this is going to be the character that we root for, then I want to see the character that we're going to love to hate. Okay, so that's all I'm talking about. All right, so let me see what else. What else is going on here? And if you're not going to do that, then you know, there's another thing. I kind of feel like I heard somebody kind of saying that they suspected that maybe there's a woman underneath the helmet of the Mandalorian. And you know something, guys? I hope that's not true, but I will say this. Maybe it's just me, but it seems to me that the Mandalorian moves kind of sweet, man. You know, I don't know, it might just be me, but it just seems that when he runs, you know, he's got a very interesting run, you know, where if he were to take off the helmet and it was revealed to be a woman, I would say, ha ha, that makes sense. Sometimes he moves a little bit on the feminine side, that's all I'm saying. And if he's not, then in this case, I would like to see him remove the helmet. I'd like to know that it's Pedro Pascal under there. Maybe he's just a very graceful man. I don't know. But these are some of the things that, you know, I'm observing, guys. Now, story-wise, like I said, it moved a little bit slow, but you know what? It was cool to see the Jawas. Why he disintegrated the Jawas, you know, why he was disintegrating them, I felt that was a little bit over the top. Why is he disintegrating them? I can understand shooting them or grazing them or scaring them. But dude, at the end of the day, they're not doing anything more than what you're doing, Mandalorian. They're trying to make a living, right? But instead of collecting people and bounties, they're collecting parts. But everybody else is out there trying to survive. So why he would decide that what they did was deserving of death? Look, I need to understand these things because we're still trying to understand this character. We're trying to get to know him. All right, so when he decides that somebody's got to die, I really want to know why. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Like, why does he hate the Jawas? Did they do something to him personally that goes beyond business? Because them doing what they did to his ship was just business, right? It wasn't personal. So why would he decide that, oh, them motherfuckers got to die? I don't know. All right, so that kind of like took me aback. It's like, okay, I don't have a problem that he disintegrated them. It's just like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why would he do that? You know, so anyway, he disintegrated them. All right, moving along. Okay, I'm glad that we saw Mr. I Have Spoken again. I like that character. I like the way it's going down. Visually, like I said before, it looks great. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. I'm still enjoying the series. All right, this is constructive criticism, okay? But there's just one thing that I have to call bullshit on. I have to do this, guys. I must do this. I have to call bullshit on the creature. No, I'm not calling him Baby Yoda. I'm calling it the creature. All right? Because until we know more about this creature, it could, I mean, okay, it's coming across as cute and cuddly, you know. You remember that old toy, Manchichi, oh, so soft and cuddly. Okay, that's what we're dealing with. He's soft and cuddly, he's cute, you know, and all that good stuff Godzuki is. But I'm still calling it the creature until I know exactly what it is and where it came from and why people want it. Okay, so anyway, I'm calling bullshit on the creature having heightened force abilities. All right, the creature stopped a charging rhino beast. How is this possible? The thing obviously weighs a ton. All right, it stopped it in its tracks. It lifted it up. It manipulated it. The creature knew what it was doing. The creature has not even in 50 years mastered the spoken word, but we're supposed to believe that it has mastered this aspect of the force. And also it has healing abilities. We're supposed to believe, you know, it could have been just trying to, maybe it's got a thirst for blood. Maybe that's what it was trying to do. Maybe it wasn't trying to heal him. I don't know. All right. But I do have a problem with the creature having these force abilities. Yeah, I do. Because there was no time for training, I believe. I don't know. Like I said, there's still a lot more that we could find out about the creature. So, You never know, but 50 years, no matter how slow something ages, is still 50 years. Okay. So if it hasn't picked up the ability to speak, then I kind of have a problem with it picking up the ability to utilize effectively the force. Even if it was a survival instinct, I would have liked to have seen it be a lot more sloppy than what we saw. The creature had way too much control. 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 You must learn control. That's very important. It just doesn't come overnight. I would have liked to have seen maybe the charging rhino beast trip over itself. Maybe it would trip it, you know what I mean? And it would be a lot more, like awkward and clunky. But that was way too smooth, for a so-called infant, So, yeah, I kind of had a problem with that, man. So, yeah, and let me see, the Mandalorian himself or itself or herself, whatever's underneath the helmet, came across pretty cool. I like the action sequence, when he was trying to catch up to the Jawas and all that stuff. That was pretty cool. But like I said, ultimately, it was just too short. You know what I mean? Would it have killed them to have it go on for, 45 minutes or even an hour? You know what I'm saying? It's like I really do feel like if you're really going to immerse yourself into this world, then you have to be willing to invest a little bit more time into it and give us more access, into this world. I definitely I feel very strongly about that, guys. I think a half an hour is too short for what they're trying to do. But like I said before, these are just my constructive opinions and advice, and based on just the second episode. So like I said before, you never know where they're going to go from here and what they're going to do. And this is definitely not saying that I'm dumping on this, because like I said, I do feel like these two episodes have had me, and they've been more entertaining for me than a lot of the things, just about everything else that Disney Lucasfilm has come up with, with Star Wars. So there's a ton of potential there, but I just want to see a little bit more. I want to see a little bit more consideration put into where they're going with this story and how it's going to relate to, the growth of the character and stuff like that. So, we'll see what happens, guys. But let me know, what were your feelings, if you saw it. I don't want a comment section, of people just saying, look, I'm not going to see it and fuck Disney. It's like, look, I'm there with you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay for anything. I'm not going to pay for anything. It just so happens that there are links online that you can use to watch this thing, and just to see what they're doing. So there it is, guys. If you saw it, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section. I would appreciate that. And you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. When you subscribe, please hit the notification bell, press all. And as always, guys, I am on Twitter. I've had a couple of people say, you got a Twitter page? Dude, I say at the end of every video, I will be there on Twitter. Okay, I say this, so I don't know. The link is in the description box. Click the link. That's proof. I'm on Twitter. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you on the next one. This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.